We have been waiting a while for this one, guys. Obi-Wan Kenobi is pretty much here now because we have the transmission for him and we can see what abilities he will have in game. It was back in January when I made a video guessing what abilities we would see, and now finally we have the answer. But before I go into those, I just want to comment on appearance, etc., because we have the main picture there. So his looks are obviously based on Ewan McGregor, looks spot on of course, good job DICE. And we have James Arnold Taylor, who will be reprising his role from the Clone Wars series as the voice actor here. So we'll check out those voice lines and emotes shortly. But first we have his lightsaber and abilities to talk about. Here it reads, the traditional weapon of a Jedi Knight. It provides strong attacks, and Obi-Wan will have the ability to deflect both lightsabers and blasters more effectively than other Jedi due to his increased stamina pool. So that's something to note, increased stamina pool on Obi-Wan Kenobi. But how about those abilities though? All out push. Obi-Wan will unleash a powerful force blast in the area in front of him, damaging and sending his opponents tumbling backwards. This ability can be adapted based on the situation you find yourself in. Hold down the button to increase both the range and width of this ability. That's pretty interesting, guys. I thought you would have some kind of force throw ability, but it turns out they've gone for a push again, like Luke. But this one can be adapted based on the situation you're in. Pretty interesting. Let me know what you think of that one. Then defensive rush. We have Obi-Wan will rush forward swinging his lightsaber, deflecting any attacks and damaging enemies in front of him. Now that one's basically like what Darth Maul has right now, but obviously it's going to look different. I'm glad he's got some kind of rush ability because every Jedi, every lightsaber wielder does need some kind of gap closer. And finally we have the third ability, and this is Restrictive Mind Trick. When used, all opponents' abilities in front of Obi-Wan will be disrupted, and during this time no abilities will be available. This also includes jumps and dodges. So here we have another mind trick, but instead of working the same way as Rey's does, this one just disrupts abilities and you won't be able to jump or dodge too. So no ability use and no jumping or dodging. We kind of expected some kind of mind trick ability for Kenobi here, and I think this one's going to be pretty effective in certain situations. Underneath, if you're following along on the transmission, we got some star cards. I'm not going to read them out right now. I'll probably go through them when I do a guide for him, so stay tuned for that one. But moving on to the voice lines, we have let the negotiations begin. You want to go home and rethink your life. You haven't exactly impressed me today. Oh my, and here I thought Master Yoda was sending me somewhere relaxing. I understand you've had some troubles recently. Hello there. So uncivilized. Why do I get the feeling you're going to be the death of me? When I cut you in half, I should have aimed for your neck instead. The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense. Like bathing in a lake of Venomites. Your perversion of the Force ends here. I'm glad to see you're enjoying yourselves. Let's avoid any of the General Skywalker's techniques, shall we? Evil will always find a master, won't it? Trandoshans, always so touchy. I will do what needs to be done. There is no death, there is the Force. So we have quite a few voice lines there, a lot that we did want in the game. No mention of a high ground, but I guess that's very situational anyway when he has the high ground, so I'm not too worried about that. The emotes that you're going to get to use are hello there. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. The strongest defense is a swift and decisive offense, and your move. So I'm guessing we're going to see a lot of a hello there in games when he arrives. He of course comes with a load of milestones to complete, and he will have multiple appearances at launch. His default will be based on his appearance from Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and an additional epic appearance will be available for either 40,000 credits or 1,000 crystals, and will be based on his iconic Jedi robes. I must say that in both he does look fantastic. DICE is spot on as usual there. And he of course will be arriving with the 212 attack battalion, the battalion that was loyal to him, that followed General Kenobi, led by Clone Marshal Commander Cody. So you're also going to be able to pick those up when he arrives, along with Geonosis as well. So we're going to see some battles going on. We're going to see Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Grievous fighting it out on the plains of Geonosis, and we're going to see some 212th attack battalion there too. I can't wait, guys. I'm looking forward to it. According to one of Ben Walk's posts on Twitter, this CT is the start, and then we have a trailer coming up after the weekend. That's the big one, guys. That should be what I'm saying is a relaunch for Star Wars Battlefront 2, and then we'll be seeing some EA game changer footage. That's going to be good to see, and then I think after that we should actually get to play Geonosis ourselves. So exciting times are ahead. Let me know what you think of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the transmission. I'm personally really happy. I can't wait to see how he plays, how his abilities work. I'm honestly really looking forward to using him in game. So that's it for me, guys. Let me know your thoughts below. As always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.